Hi! Past areas kind of skip the proper explanation, so I'm going to introduce the topic. Today, we are playing some more modded Balatro, this time showing off a cool mod called Rift-Raft, which primarily adds in a mechanic called the Void, which allows you to send any card that appears in a booster pack to, well, the Void, where they become negative. With a different booster pack called the Void Pack, which are innately negative and can spawn alongside other packs, you can access the Void and use the Rift cards to modify and potentially pull negative cards to use in your run. To show it off some more, we'll be doing a gold stake run with the Abyssal deck, which I'll transition to past areas to explain its deal. And included in the fun aspect is the Abyssal deck here, where every booster pack is mega-sized, which is actually quite interesting. Yeah, I'll show you in just a moment. Every shop contains a Void pack, and there's -1 booster pack per shop. Something important to note in regards to the Void packs themselves is that they're technically negative. So, like, if I went to a different deck, for instance, and like the red deck, if I got a Void pack, it would actually be negative on the right side alongside the other 2 booster packs. However, with the Abyssal deck here, it's kind of more like you just have the 2 packs and one of them's guaranteed to be a Void pack. And they're all mega as well. So, the focus with Abyssal deck is more weighted towards, like, you have these big booster packs, but they're a bit lower in variety, and also they're more expensive at a baseline. Which is interesting on gold stake attempts, because my personal recommendation, I would do it here anyway, but my personal recommendation, if you're playing on this deck and wanting to do gold stakes with it, always skip the first blind. Pretty much always. Like, no matter what the tag is, you want to do it, because here, let me go ahead and do this real quick, just to demonstrate. We'll go ahead and get our flush here. Actually, I have a straight too, but I'd much rather play the flush. Then clubs... Club flush? Yeah, because I don't really have, like, a good continuous straight line. I'll go for club flush. Okay, cool. Yeah, as we go into the shop here, at this point, we got $6. It's $10. So the guaranteed the guaranteed buffoon pack you get in the first shop every time is also mega, which is $8. And that's why you skip the first blind, because in the first blind, the most you can have is $7. Because it's the $4, and then you don't get a small blind reward, and if you finish with 3 hands, you get $3, so it's up to 7. And if you end up not getting anything good in the shop up here, then you won't get the Mega Buffoon Pack, and it'll kind of go back to its usual cycle. So in other words, I think you should always skip the first blind. Like, I don't really think there's much of a reason not to do it, because it's just more consistent this way. And because of the tag, I'm gonna reroll a couple times. Misprint's not bad, though, like, genuinely. I think the game's trying to tell me something. Chad, okay, here. Look in here. Damn, okay. That's a rental. I don't want to take that. I'm not gonna take. It's polychrome, but I'm not gonna take an eternal rental. Red card. I don't think red card's gonna get much use on this deck, unfortunately. Square Joker, my beloved. I'm gonna do this. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think this will be fine. I'm sure Rift-Raft won't, mess me up here. Banana. Hold on, right. Yeah. We are wanting to scale our stuff and also get money, so, yeah, there we go. They are 4-card hands. Scale up the Square Joker while I can. Can't believe I got faceless value. Erosion, it's especially not perishable. I think with Gross Michelle, I'll be fine. So we'll just play. Honestly, we could probably just, like, play hands. Because I do want to scale up my Joker. And yeah, sure. Getting the more consistent chips for later on is going to be important, I think. Gonna get any value out of it. Okay. any value out of Faceless Joker. And there goes Banana. It's a typical, really. It either sticks around whenever you want it to perish and die, or it goes away immediately when it's, like, vital to your scoring. Unfortunately, none of these are really amazing options, so I might have to, like, kind of lock in. I mean, I'd be willing to pay additional money to get Annie plus Molt Joker, so... It's anti-synergy, but honestly, at the moment, I need to survive, so we're gonna go with that. Top up. Thing is, I'm not... My game plan isn't necessarily to be scaling my Square Joker. Mainly because like, the Square Joker already gives the 16 chips. Like, obviously scaling that more would be nice, but I can always do that later. And then there's also the fish here, so I probably wouldn't want to scale anyway. I'm gonna try economy. Nothing. That for the money. Alright. Okay. Yeah. I can do... I think I can scale it one more time. Because I think another pair will do it. So we'll scale it one more time. Kind of see if I can get more faceless value. It's sick. And then we want to go for... I guess either one of these two. The 6 or the 2. We get neither, naturally. And then we just play the pair here. Yeah, okay. Is Faceless Joker actually, like, putting in value right now? Do you... it's perishable rental. Otherwise, I would take that. I just don't think it's worth it, though. Odd Todd. Odd Todd could give us a more reliable, like, chip source. People honestly quite like Odd Todd. Is that, like, what my game plan's gonna be for here? Because, like, I'm not gonna scale Square Joker for the boss, mainly because it'd get annoying. So, really the main holdup I'm having is the fact that it's Eternal. Like, if it wasn't Eternal, I'd be more okay with it, but I guess it would give me a game plan. Yeah, sure, why not? I mean, I'm discarding my face cards anyway, so... Alright, so right now I'm just kind of more focused on potentially getting out of the blind here, so... This, yeah. Yeah, okay. And that's pretty... This is another polychrome. So far I have not opened the booster pack. So, yeah, I have not opened up the booster packs because since they're all megas, it's like, I feel like I kind of need to get into that economical spot before I can, like, really delve into these. But the thing is, it's like, these things are powerful, especially whenever you have, like, especially whenever you always have access to them. That's just kind of the question. I could always look in here. I could get Temperance. I could get Hermit. I could also get deck fixing as well. I think this is more impactful than this, although the polychrome is tempting. So yeah, in here I have a bunch of things. What we can do is send to the void. Void. Send to the void. Very, very wide variety, I know. Hierophants. And I want to keep my face cards, actually, for Faceless Joker at the moment. So we'll... No, not the 9, actually. So we'll go and do this. Left and right. So now, I have 3 cards in the void. Lovers, Stars, and World. And they're cards I don't really care about for the most part. Yeah, so like, since I'm doing half Joker stuff, it's just not really going to... Oh, God. But yeah, basically the reason why I sent these 3 into the void is because my game plan typically, whenever it comes to some of the consumable, at least, especially with the consumables, is that I want to hold on to these to put negative into my hand, specifically to just remove them from the pool, basically. And it sounds weird, because right now it's not. Because since they're in the void, this is like a completely separate spot. These guys can still spawn normally. But if I get them out of the void, and as a negative, it basically means that I will never see these cards again. It's pretty cool. Scoring-wise, I'll be okay. I got like... Actually, forget. I think I got like a little over 2,200 this time. So if I just like continue scaling, we're good. This is Joker value. And then play these to continue scaling up for Square Joker. It's a very interesting, like, kinda anti-synergy going on here. 4, 6, 3, and 5. Or faceless value. Okay. I'm not sure if this will win. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this pair here, with the odd Todd benefits. If it doesn't win, I'll at least know. Yeah, no, okay. I get 3 of a kind. 3 of a kind absolutely will win. Especially with the half Joker plus mult. Yeah. So I know for the needle, I'm going to need 3 of a kind, basically. Artist. This one's one from Rift-Raft. Plus 4 mult per hand size above 5. Part of this comes from the fact that it mainly comes from the fact that sometimes you can get like negative playing cards, which I personally don't delve into because that's a little too much. It's cool though. Don't get me wrong. It is pretty cool. I just don't like using it for gold stake attempts because I don't know. Feels a bit more like ridiculous to me. Definitely not you. Our game plan currently. Pair upgrade might help a lot. Empress will also help a lot as well. I might end up holding on to this until final boss, until the boss blind. Be safe. And late gratification. It's a distinct anti-synergy going on here. Might as well pop this, I guess. Not my game plan, but it's kind of like the evolution of my game plan. I'm gonna play this 2 pair. Continue scaling square. Faceless value. I needed scoring anyway, so here, let's go ahead and... Oh wow, they're both at 1. I guess and stay here and be gone. Okay. Next one will definitely win it. Let's just high card then. See if I can get another faceless. Good. Then remove these. And at least we got a pair. Okay. Not bad. Oh, I forget. Is this flint and steel? And for every consumable used during the round. That could be. It's times mult. It's kind of like campfire in a sense. I'm not sure if it's something I would specifically go out of my way for though. Here, void has. Therefore, okay. Here, let's pop into the void. Go ahead and show this off more properly in depth. In terms of like normal gameplay, these are kind of more like spectral packs in a sense because they have pretty strong effects. But you get a selection from specific like rift cards here, and these rift cards do all sorts of different things to the deck. Like we can retrieve up to 5 random cards from the void, which is basically my entire hand, which is actually pretty good. Destroyed some cards from the Void hand. Honestly, I'm not sure why you would do this. Well, I mean, I guess it's if you have like a whole bunch of cards in the Void that could be useful. Solitude, which adds a random Joker. Wither, which instantly uses the consumables. And Shell, which creates 2 copies of a card. So basically, it's like you can send like the useless stuff in here to maybe hold on to later on. Or perhaps you can duplicate and make more specific cards. Just because I'm curious, what's the Joker? Even Steven and Odd Todd. That would be funny. That would be funny, and I'm honestly not opposed to it. And here, yeah, let's go for it. Alright, everything but Star. Alright, got it. So now I have World, Saturn, Lovers, and Neptune in my hand. And basically, whenever I open the relevant packs, I'm not going to get Saturn or Neptune, which means I'm more consistently going to have the cards that I like actually want. Which, void with you. I guess if there's something I'm going to replace at this point, it might end up being half Joker, but I will need a good plus mold, which I know I have even Steven. I mean like a different kind of plus mold. Especially since the difference here would be like the plus molt from even Steven or the chips from Odd Todd, which I guess now I don't really need. It weird. It's kind of awkward actually. I'll send you the void. He's up for now. And then Needle. So yeah, no scaling bullshit. We're just going to play a hand. I would like Odd Todd chips. Okay, so yeah, that's our Odd Todd. Ish for another 7. Okay, perfect. And then I can just Empress these. Actually, you know, I'm gonna be a little greedy. I think the 3 of a kind will win just fine. Especially with the plus molt here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this will do it. Make sure everything's all good. Yeah, okay, send it. Yeah, okay. Runner, God no. Mega Spectral Pack. Yeah, open this up. Deja Vu encrypted? Yeah. Retrieve 1 copy of 1 random card from the void. Yeah. Here, I'll send you to the void. How about that? And since it's here, what we can do is that we can put Deja Vu on our 9 here. Then encrypted that. So we can have a little bit of deck fixing. Leave 2 copies of 2 random. This one. Achieve copies of 2 random, not 2 copies. God. And I'm not sure. I don't think it's worth the skip. Oh, discards. Yeah, but see Rarigan's value. And play this pair here. Okay. Play this pair here. Okay. And I have 3 of a kind. Discard for face. No face. Actually, I'm pretty sure this obliterates. So let's play this. My face cards are on vacation to the Bahamas. And discarding won't really do anything. So yeah, just play the 3 of kind here. Nice. Okay. No. This one will also kind of cut into interest a little bit, but dude, it could be something good in here. Painted Man, Fool, another Empress, Steals. Actually, Steal 9s, perhaps. And then I will get rid... I guess the question is, like, do I want the malt more or the chips more? I mean, I guess I kind of already decided on doing chips with Odd Todd, especially since they're paternal. They're going to be there forever. Yeah, and I'm gonna need to replace the Faceless Joker at some point, so I'd remove, especially since I cryptid, so this will just help. Let's just out of curiosity, I'm curious, how much does a even Steven pair with Half Joker do? Not bad. Now this... I don't think this is gonna win. Be fine. That's because I don't want to get rid of the 9. Okay. Are we punished? And then play that to continue scaling square. A 4 of a kind too. 4 of a kind I don't think is gonna win, so... Hold on. I actually do have reason to discard. Damn it. Alright. It's a bit closer than I like. Tempting, although I'm about to go into the water, who's probably going to kick my ass. So... Mega Void Pack Hail Mary. Solitude and Static again. Alright, sure. What's in here? Splash! Splash! The hell am I gonna do with this? Alright, well. Sock and Buskin. It's not with the Odd Todd and even Steven. One more. Death. Okay. Alright, well, this is gonna suck. Guess we can always, like, compliment our, like, played hands like this, right? Because I'm basically discarding down. It's even balance. That was pretty awful. Faceless is not getting any value right now. Play the pair here. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be the kicker here. Okay. Make more of these. Yeah, but put it in place of the face cards, actually. Probably should have... I don't want to talk about it. High card here. Dish for another ace. I even got another 9 too. As much as I would love to make that steal, that's not part of my list here. So then we do this. Because like the mult we get from these is not as much as Half Joker. Yeah, okay. Yeah. It's just, sorry, I completely forgot we did start with a banana. That's correct. Yeah, get out of here, Faceless. Alright, this is gonna be pretty cool. I need to get my economy back online. The plant. Well, this is a good thing I got rid of Faceless. Alright, let's continue scaling our square. I think especially with the Cavendish, like with the Half Joker and everything, like I'm just gonna win. Like I can just scale with little to no impunity. Okay. For that. Playing this probably. Yeah. You can play this as well as the complement, so that way I get more chips. Yeah. Still not quite enough for the final, like, boss round, so pass. Honestly, I kind of want some money. Because I'm a little scarce on money right now. That doubles. Maybe it would be worth doubling and just smacking the plant. Because, like, I think I need the money so that way I can open up, like, the void packs or open up whichever packs here and see more jokers, get some better options. Half joker's not bad, but I think I can do better. Oh, face cards are about. Oh no! That as well. I'm going to discard down. I'm hoping to get the 9s. No, not the steel 9s. No luck. Okay. Thing is, I do want to make sure I am victorious, so I'm going to deliberately be playing half jokers here and not scaling. Okay. Okay. No, not bad, not bad. I think this will win. I'm pretty sure this will win. So do I greet it? I don't. Deliberations. Is it really worth scaling up for the 4 chip? I don't think it's worth scaling up the 4 chips. I'm just going to play it safe. Okay, we would have had one more round after that. Okay. Kind of close, though. Wasteful would be good for fishing, so we'll do that. Open this up. Money? No money. Wheel of Fortune. You're going to void. I'm sorry, buddy. You're going to void. Emperor. Oh, shit. Order. Might as well. Nope. Okay. And then Chariot. We'll Chariot one of the aces here. It's another Hierophant. Let's High Priestess. Guard and 3 9. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. Race Fist. You're not gonna get. You're not really gonna be better than Half Joker in my case. Reroll. Hit me. Damn. I think at this point, although I have the odd Todd, I kind of want to like upscale my 9s so that way they're 10s instead. Because I got plenty of these. Don't get me wrong, I have more than enough of these, but I guess if I were to play them, I would much rather them be the even Steven, so that way they get multiplied by the Cavendish. I don't think it's worth paying that extra $1 of interest for it. We'll just go. All hearts are debuffed. Thankfully, my steals are on my diamonds, so I'm good. On that front, at least. Do one singular scale. Okay, actually, that was quite a bit. I'm gonna continue. So voices they call out to me. I'll have 3 of a kind here. Okay, alright. Play this. God. Oh, card sharp. You know, actually, I do have an open space. Yeah, I honestly, I kind of forgot I had an actual open spot. I'm totally down for card sharp. Because that's a times 3 times 3. That's times 9, baby. Rift-Raft, no thanks. Save money. Oh, hey, look at that. A convenient pair. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, this is happening. And we can also do this to get 3 of a kind online for Card Sharp. Like so. And then, we got 3 of a kind here, so we can just discard these. Nice. So this is absolutely going to just totally demolish the blind here. Because it's times 9 plus the 2 steals. Like, yeah, that's very, very good. Stencil, it's a little late for that. Hanging chat, ooh. Ooh. Chad, ooh. 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 I mean, considering Odd Todd and even Steven, I could actually, like, make some cases for that. Because that's either way more chips or way more malts. And if I end up doing, like, 2 pairs, excuse me, if I end up doing pair, it wouldn't be as good as the 3 of a kind, but it could be, like, the odd pair plus the even kicker with Splash. So therefore I can still add Molt this way before the steel cards. So sure, why not? Chad Gaming. And it's also real. I can sell these for a lot of money too. Sell that. Because I can sell it and then just be like, sell those and be like, hey, Void Pack. And it just dawned on me. Retrieve, add all own jokers to the void. Yeah, God, no. That's too much of a gamble. 5 random tarots. The most played hand. Is that? That is for pair. I actually am not. Yeah. Get some. Then I can retrieve these. Like so. And then I can just pop them. So now our pairs are going to be buffed up, which is pretty nice. Tragic. Let's just go ahead and get pair online for Card Sharp. Also, technically order. There's also 3 of a kind too, so might as well. Nice. Okay. We can scale again. I don't think this will preemptively win. So we can do this. Okay, alright, good. Then we can fish. Okay. We got 3 of a kind. I guess we also have 3 of a kind here, and then the steel. Well, I mean, honestly, like my pairs are much better. I'd much rather just go for the pair. So actually, you know what? Yeah, let's just get rid of all of these. Yeah, because especially with hanging Chad, it's like having the smaller hands is not gonna bother me. So out you go. Yeah. Okay. Pair. Unfortunately, I can't do the even kicker like I said I would be able to, but I can at least put this in front. Yeah, okay. I will say this is a bit less crazy of a run than I expected. Like, obviously, I still think this is really good. Especially since I'm, like, passively always, like, cutting out these options here. I guess also the Echo too, but, like, special cards, like, don't show up in the shop. So it's like, whatever. Void-wise is not much. I guess we'll open this up. See if I can maybe improve some more. You to the void. I guess I'll put you back to the void and you to the void. There hasn't been a lot of like Joker options here, and I haven't really seen any of the vouchers. There's like, hold on, I'm just gonna show it. There's like straight up 4 different types of vouchers, which allows more negative cards, some booster packs. There's also some stuff involving Rift cards, like showing up in the shop, and also being able to send cards from the shop to the Void. But and I don't remember what this is at all. Those would be pretty nice. Also, there's Telescope here. Telescope's really good. Oh, well. I mean, Flit sucks, but it's manageable. Hold on, what do I have more of? Ace or... I have more 9s. Okay. We'll play the Ace then. Play the Ace with the even kicker. Because I'm kind of at the point where I want to make sure I'm at least scoring as well. Yeah, I guess continue focusing on pairs. So we do this. Even kicker again. Well, actually, do I want to do even kicker here? No. That might actually score too much with card sharp, I'm worried. Yeah, it probably would have beaten the blind. Okay. One more scale. Now we're gonna do 2 pair, which will for sure not escalate too far. Play that. Okay, and then now we discard down for steals. At 3 of a kind, but the card sharp's not active, and this would be better anyway. So, he's gonna re-trigger a lot. Again, we wanted to do even kicker to get the plus molt here, especially since it'll be multiplied by our steal. Oh, I had one more discard. I actually probably could have done that. Fuck. Fudge. Excuse me. Sorry. Be good for this ante, at least. Another chariot. Oh, well, I will definitely not complain with another chariot. Telescope. I'm willing to sell some cards again. Let's get rid of the tarots. Okay. Dude, if I had more cards, like I think. Oh wait, no, Debt's 20. That is so good. Like legitimately, like because they are negative, their sell value goes through the roof. And, like, since you're sending cards to the Void, if you get Debt is just so profitable. It's stupid. I think regardless of what any of these I want to do, we're going to use this. Because that's just 20 bucks. And that's with 5 cards. And you can have up to, like, 8, I'm pretty sure. Which is silly. It's stupid. Like, I would honestly say... Like, as much as I'm not one to be, like, armchair game designer or anything, I do think Debt should give a little bit less. At least, like, a little bit less overall than what it currently does. Because, like, you can very easily hit 50 and you're just playing with the deck. I guess we'll go ahead and do our retrievals. Do that. So that way these things won't show up. Telescope. Honestly, it's like, considering how, Telescope's always pretty good, don't get me wrong, but considering how infrequent the regular booster packs are in terms of their spawns, I actually am not sure if it's worth the 10 bucks. Like, genuinely. I think it would be more worthwhile to go into, like, some other spots. Oh, hey, look. Another steal. And I can fool for another one. I think that's more impactful than what Emperor could get. I guess Order then. But yeah, no, I think this would be more impactful. Void, and then Emperor, Strength. You know, honestly, yeah, probably. Because, like, although I do have, like, my Steel 9s, I guess if they were 10s, I would not be opposed to it, because then that means I just have way more plus molt. Because, like, because of Cavendish and Card Sharp, I'm gonna want the molt more. And also the steals. You know what I mean? Nope. Let's proceed. 2 pair online. Use this quite a bit. Mods. Okay. This should be fine for scaling our square joker. Don't sleep on square joker, man. Square joker good. That's gonna have the plus mult. That. Okay, you know what? If this like, you know what? Here, we'll do this. So we're kind of deliberately avoiding the winning hands here. Okay. Okay, 9. Okay. Actually, I got some 10s too, which is pretty nice. So we're gonna strength these up. I'm also gonna put steel on the 10 here. So now I still have like a stray steel 9 here, and it's gonna muddy it up a little bit. But now the focus is kind of shifting more towards the 10s. So it'll be like aces, 9s, and 10s. Here, let's see if I. Okay, all right, yeah, that works. The 10 kicker. Send it. Easy. The only thing though is that Flint is gonna suck. It's like really. Like at least I have like a good amount of scoring jokers here, but it's still gonna suck. Do I want to? Nah, I don't want to. Magician. I mean, like with Chad, maybe. I guess what we can maybe do is Justice 9. This is 9 here. And then mix some planet cards, see if we get pairs. Either that or we could, like, lucky our aces. This. Pair and 3 of a kind. Look at that. I mean, there's only so many options out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 being removed from the table. That alone is like, it's literally half. It's literally half, and like 4 of those. Wait, hold on. It's half, and 4 of those are secret hands because it's. Well, no, not 4. Because it's. Wait, no, it's 5 of a kind, flush 5, flush house. Yeah, no, it's 3, so it's 3 less, so it's like 6 and then 3 less, so there's only like 3 things it can be if I open up. All the more reason not to take telescope. Here, you know what? Well, B. 1. And you're funny. All right. Already? Okay. Continue scaling. You know, that's pretty damn good. Because of Flint, I'm gonna play this a bit more cautiously and like play the hands properly. I don't mind if I get out of it early. So I just realized I could just straight up be playing 10. 10 cards. Excuse me. I could be. I can play 4 cards to continue scaling square joker. I have no reason to play 3, but I guess 3 is just fun. So. Oh yeah, we're good. Absolutely good here. I guess fish for either additional 10s or just more steel. Save you. Okay, well, it didn't happen. Okay. We could just play this and we're good. Yeah. Nice. Alright. What's our boss blind? Trillion Bell. Could be annoying, especially if it hits especially if it hits something that I want. Grab that. It's a little late, but money. Money. They're online. Would this just win? That might just win. I'll just do this. Alright. No, we these. I guess with Splash, it's like I could always use the 9, actually. Like, I could probably even lead with the 9. I certainly don't want to risk it here, though, so... do this. I was kind of debating on maybe, like, keeping one of them... Oh. Gaming. Never had to worry. Never worried, baby. Banner. Thing is, it's like... These are all stuff I already have gold stickers for. And, like, this would be the part where I fish around for some stuff. Ideally, I'd like to get rid of Odd Todd, but it's Eternal, so... kind of out of luck for that. Mega Standard. It's way too late for that, too. I guess open this up. Maybe do some manipulations. $12. Oh, yeah, I guess clearance sale, yeah. Give me random spectrals. Cryptid? Yeah? Hell yeah, give me that cryptid, baby. Pretty rare. Pretty rare. Don't care. Actually, maybe not the 10, but... And not the 10, because those are kind of important. Continue our scale. Yeah. The high card does, like, really oddly well, by the way. Now, you see, the issue is I think I'm just going to win these, so... I'd be willing to cut into my 10s a little bit, because if I get a skill 10 like that, I could just duplicate it. I could just, like, make Cryptid. In fact, I could probably... Well, no. I'd want to do it now, because due to Cerulean Bell, I could probably not get the chance to use my Cryptid. So ideally, I would like to use it here. We'll just go ahead and do winning hand. So let's just continue discarding. I guess we can also just duplicate the 9 here. That wouldn't be bad either. Yeah, okay. Because, like, this is more like Red Seal 9, so yeah. Do this for scaling. This... Did I not play a pair? Does it matter? I don't think it actually matters. Oh, yeah. See, that would have been like a 1 million if I did have pair, but alas. Alright, one more poke in here. I can... More Cryptid! 2 copies of 1 selected card. Add a random rare. This would be funny, but I think ideally I should do this. Never lucky. And then we'll have... And we have 2 Cryptids and a Talisman, which is stupid. Dude, hey, I can still play my pair. Yeah, I don't think there's really going to be much of a question here of what's going to happen. Oh, yeah. I wouldn't want to Talisman this, though, so... Cryptid. Then Cryptid. Then we play this. Might as well play this as well for scaling. Yeah. Ship it. Easy. Easy peasy. I mean, it's very fun. It's a very, very fun deck. I could see how far I can go with this, but chances are I'm not going to say much about it. This is really good, by the way. Oh, hey, hold on. Let's get that unlocked in my review. But yeah, that was... Yeah, no, I typically just don't do endless, so... But yeah, that was Rift-Raft. I'm surprised my first run with this actually succeeded. I don't know if it's just because the Abyssal deck is just that good, or Rift-Raft's just that good, or I just happen to get a really good start going. I don't know. Either way, that's it from me. I gotta go now. See ya.